Tonight's a special night here on the FAFO Podcast because for the very first time, we're bringing somebody into the madness with us for an official interview. And honestly, I couldn't think of a better person to kick this thing off than one of my oldest friends in the world, Lee Mahan. Now, a little perspective. Me and Lee go back almost 30 years. And if there's one thing I can tell you about this man, it's this. If he gets curious about something, he doesn't halfway do it. He dives headfirst into it like a lunatic scientist from 1823. He is all in. This man forges metal. He makes wine and fermented drinks, builds things out of wood, paints like Bob Ross, even though he will tell you, according to himself, he's just not as good. But honestly, I think he's probably better than most people could ever dream of being. He's really good, super talented. And what's wild about Lee is he doesn't just learn how to do things. Like, he wants to understand why. Why do people do them the way they do them? And why did people do them hundreds of years ago and how they did them then compared to now? And he'll go so deep into the process that he'll literally build the tools and the equipment himself just to understand the craftsmanship behind them all. That's the kind of brain this guy has. He's fascinated by the process, by creation, by learning through doing, not by reading 1,000 comments online and pretending to be an expert. Actually getting his hands dirty and figuring it out himself. And the funniest part is, he'll tell you straight up, I'm not a professional at any of it. Now, meanwhile, this man's over here forging steel, making homemade wine, woodworking, cooking, painting landscapes, and basically living like a mountain craftsman philosopher from another century. But that's what I respect about him. He genuinely loves creating things, not because it's trendy, not because social media told him to, but because there's something deeply satisfying about watching your own hands create something from absolutely nothing. And I think a lot of people today have lost touch with that feeling. So tonight we're going to talk creativity, craftsmanship, old world skills, learning through failure, making things with your own hands. We'll talk a little cooking. We're definitely talking the forging and some woodworking. We'll talk a little painting. We're going to talk about some homemade wine. And there'll probably be a little chaos somewhere in the middle because this is the FAFO Podcast after all. Ladies and gentlemen, my longtime friend, Lee Mahan. Let's effing go. Lee, welcome to the show, buddy.
Thank you, man.
And thanks for being my very first interview.
Hey, I'm excited.
And I had to read all of that. I had to write all that down. So it's amazing, but all of it is very, very true. We were talking before the show started. We've known each other for quite a long time.
Yeah.
And it's wild because that goes all the way back to music, to mutual friends of ours who play music.
That's where we really got our meet right there.
Really was.
Yeah, because you had long hair and I thought you were the Undertaker.
Yeah, I was like half the size I am now.
I didn't know that. I was
a skinny, but I'm talking about half the size I am now.
Well,
I was a skinny rascal.
True. This is very
But we were both skinny rascals back in the day.
Yeah, I went like a $1.50 wet.
And yeah, and people don't know, like, you were a drummer. We were talking about that.
Yeah.
Because I thought, I was a little jealous of everybody because I thought, well, everybody knows how to play music in this crew now, but me. I'm like the only person who didn't know, like everybody on the roadie crew do something. I'm like, I don't even know what a note is.
But I've heard you sing.
Well, that's different. That's different.
You would be able to use your voice as an instrument.
Yeah, but dude, you guys playing, I've always been so jealous of, like, I've had several guitars and I've learned one note, one chord.
That's okay.
That's it. And then I gave up because my hands don't want to work like, these aren't built for anything other than grabbing food.
All right, well,
this is what these are for, man.
All right, well, look, here, let's do this. All
right.
A little something simple. All right.
Gotcha.
That started with one hammer strike.
That right there did.
One hammer strike. That's where it started. Just like your one note, you know.
That is wild.
It's the same exact thing. Everything, that's why my brain works the way it does.
Yeah.
Is because everything starts from the very beginning.
True.
One hammer blow, one note, one word. Everything starts. just depending on how far you want to take.
So have you just always been like naturally curious about things, like from the time you were little? How far back does that go?
As far back as I can remember. I can remember long time ago taking stuff apart just to see how it worked.
Oh, wow.
My brother took the brunt of that because I would take his stuff apart because I wasn't always good at putting them back together. But I'm that kind of person. I want to take it apart and see how it works. But I also want to put it back together new.
Yeah.
Better. So that's kind of why I started this whole lifelong, let's start with raw material. Let's see where we can take it. Let's see what we can make. Because you don't get anything new without taking something old and making it better.
Absolutely. Oh, I 100% agree. And it's so, I think most people, and here's where you differ from a lot of people, and this is what I found out through the things that I do, is that most people want to do things, or they wish or dream they could do things,
Right.
but they don't actually attempt to do it.
Correct.
Because to them, well, that's just, I want to do it, I love to do it, but there's always that but,
Right.
or that hesitancy, or that fear that they can't do it.
Right.
How did you overcome that fear, or was it ever there? You said, I just really want to learn that. How do I do it?
A thirst for knowledge.
Yeah.
That's really what it was. It's just like, can I do that? It looks interesting. Can I do that? Like, all right, well, what I'll do is I'll start off with the simplest process. It's like the very first time I ever bent metal, I had a piece of steel, like round stock steel, with a propane torch, trying to heat it up just as hot as I can get it. Then I took it out and I beat it on my anvil. That's the very first time I ever bent metal. Very first time. Simple as you can get it. But now I've worked all the way up to where I made my own cold forge. I literally built a column forge that a piece of PVC, not PVC, but exhaust pipe comes up the bottom.
Oh, dang.
A hair dryer at the end of it to have my air blowing so I could get the fire hot. Well, I kind of got that down. Then I built my own gas forge. And it'll get up to 2,600 degrees. But all of this that I've made and done started with a propane torch and a claw hammer. That's it.
Yeah, and just the will to want to learn to do it.
Yes, just watching something happen. All right, let me explain my process. I will not know what something's going to look like until it's done.
Gotcha.
Because once I start something and I'm into it, my hands go on autopilot. I'm constantly thinking about something else. I don't know how it happens, but it does.
Yeah.
Like that. That looks like a scorpion.
It does. I remember I asked you, I'm like, what is that?
It's a bottle opener. Because it fits in your hand.
Yeah, so, and when you did, I was like, why are all bottle openers not made that way? Because it's so clever.
I didn't know that was going to be like that. It started out as a piece of round material. That's why it's got twists in it. So I flattened it, chiseled out these, cut this in half, actually, spreaded them out, and then was able to curl them in.
I swear that is something straight out of Nordic mythology is what it looks like to me.
Right.
It just looks like something they would have.
I agree with that. I agree with that. And I'm sure they would probably have something like the meat hook that you turn your steaks with. You just take it on there and you just curl it into your meat, pick it up, lay it down.
How long does it take to create something like that?
This particular thing probably took me maybe an hour. But you can see the size of the material I started with here. So the only thing I did is squared this off, left this rounded, and I got this part hot and put it in my vise and I twisted it. And that's what caused
the spiral. Yeah.
And that right there, I actually made a jig, because I make everything that I work with, that I can put in my vise. There's two round metal things that you can actually take and set the hot metal inside of it and bend around it. It only bends so far.
Oh,
so
wow.
You take it off and you take your hammer and you hit the bottom part of it and it closes it up.
That's so clever.
So it's the same way on this one. It's just a bigger ring.
Yeah. No, I see. Yeah, I see what you're saying then.
So it's a very clever jig to make, but it's not necessarily necessary.
Yeah.
You can do this on the end of the horn. 100%. You can do that on the horn. It's just easier when you can make stuff like that.
So making your own things to help make other things.
Right.
Making your tools.
To
make your product.
Right.
And I thought there used to be, and I know you can you can search YouTube for all these videos because I got into it one day about watching some of these master forgers, and it started off with just the knife stuff, and then we kind of had this conversation the other day,
right,
about like everybody with a forge makes a knife or something,
right,
because that seems to be the popular thing, and then folding the metal. So is that one of the reasons you don't do it because everybody else does, or is just not really interested in making the knives? What else can I make?
I've got a couple of knives I made. I didn't enjoy that process.
Gotcha.
I really didn't. Matter of fact, the very first thing, and I meant to bring it, and I forgot. The very first thing I ever made from a forge was a knife out of rebar. But the story of that, here's how I got my start and my introduction into blacksmithing. Me and my wife went on like a weekend getaway in Hot Springs, and there was a Viking festival going on.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. I'm like, okay, I have Scandinavian background.
Yeah.
All right. I was like, let me go see. But it was like going to trade days. I mean, there was a bunch of vendors there, and there was people in costumes running around. But you could hear in the back that ding, ding, ding. I was like, curiosity. I don't even remember what else I seen. My curiosity was up so high. I was trying to, like, come on, woman, let's go.
Let's go see that.
But there were guys in the back. They had a horse trailer set up. They had 3 ambles out in front of them. And they had 3 people, had one forge. Their forge was a car rim. They had a little small fan with a metal tube going to it. And they had coal in it. It's actually called nut coal. It's a raw form of coal.
Yeah.
That's what they were doing. They would, stick it in that coal forge, and they come out and they start beating on it. But here's the thing about it. You could actually walk up to them and say, hey, show me how to make a knife. And you could help them make you a knife.
Well, that's cool.
So me and this guy started talking, and we're sitting there banging out a knife. I sit there and talk to him for 30 minutes, picking his brain. I'd already been thinking about it a couple months before.
Yeah.
So I kind of took that as a sign. Like, okay,
yeah,
I've got to do this. So I started out small. And that's kind of what I worked my way up to. And that's how I got into it. Just one little, I was just sitting there doing this. Had no clue what I was doing.
Wow, man. People's creativity blows me away sometimes. Or the desire to find out what sparks that creativity, or that desire to find whatever it stokes you to be fulfilled in life with a certain thing that you do.
Right.
Like mine happens to be like, whether it's writing or doing things like this, and figuring out how the process works.
Right.
It's so much fun. And I don't think that gets talked about enough.
The creative process, me personally, everybody has a creative process.
Yes.
Everybody. Just some people don't know how to tap into it.
Yeah.
But once they do, watch out. Because full force, that's what's going to happen. But there's so much going on in today's time. People don't stop.
Oh, God, no. They really don't. And we're so involved in our phones and stuff. I mean, it's just this internet, I need fulfillment right now culture everybody's in.
Yes.
Like I have to have my hit right now, which makes TikTok so popular. And look, don't get me wrong. There is money and a livelihood to be made on these platforms and stuff.
It is.
But at the same time, there's a sacrifice I think you make.
100%.
Like your attention spans.
You are disengaged with reality.
Very much.
I can't say that's wrong. You're not disengaged with reality because it is reality, real people on there, but you're not engaging in what's going on around you.
Yeah, I think it is a faux reality. I don't think like the reality that world they're in. It's always remember there's like the conspiracy theory that's out like we're living in a matrix.
Yeah.
But they've kind of created the social media its own little universe inside of itself.
Right.
And people just inhabit it until they think like this is all there is. Like there was a guy that just got thrown in jail over in Korea, South Korea, for going around in their country, dissing people and saying all these bad things. They just threw his butt in jail for 10 years. A streamer.
Wow.
For disrespecting people in the country, causing chaos, being ugly, slapping things out, causing destruction. And he thought because he's an internet streamer, he could do whatever he wanted to. And they threw his ass in jail.
That's insane.
This just happened. But just going and disrespecting the entire culture because you wanted content.
I mean,
That's wild to me, man.
It's dangerous.
It's very dangerous because, and I think as Americans, like we over here, like we do anything. Like we're allowed to do anything.
Right.
But like, I don't think you can take us and go anywhere else and go, hey, we need to do this.
Right.
But I think like the social media stuff, I think that's taking people out of that. So instead of being able to do fulfilling things like what you're doing, they can do things, but at the same time, there's a lot of good uses for this stuff.
Oh, 100%.
We can reach so many people, like even with this podcast and talking about this, you'll probably get somebody who's just interested, like, I really want to learn how to forge.
Right.
I would really love to do that. And there's so many positives people don't talk about.
Right. People stop thinking for themselves.
Yeah. Oh, 100%.
They want to believe everything is out there. It's like, well, me personally, I'm going to put this down and I'm going to pick up a hammer.
Yeah.
Or I'm going to go over here to my fermenter and I'm going to check on my wine. Or I'm going to go over here and grab this 2x10 and I'm going to make a shelf. I don't care about what's going on out there.
That's right.
Because I have my own world right here.
And I think that's an important point. And I worry that more of that's getting lost. And I think that's why I talked to a buddy of mine the other day. He's a doctor. And we talk about that stuff all the time too. It's so easy to get lost in everything else that you forget. Like when we were kids, right?
Right.
What did we do? We went outside and played. Your imagination created everything.
Can't tell you how many stick swords I had.
No, dude, there's so many things. We'd take like your little army men, we'd take ball bearings, and we'd create Lego battleships, and it was amazing the things you could come up with.
Gravel driveway. That's where I play with my Hot Wheels. I make roads. Kids don't do that no more.
No, everything is so misdirected towards the online presence now.
Right.
I do think that's a bad thing if it's not guided. Correct. But I also think it can be a beautiful thing if it is.
I agree.
So that's like your wife has a very successful online presence right now.
Very.
She has grown that thing.
Yeah, she's got right at 800,000 followers on all of her platforms.
That's wild. That's a lot.
But it takes a lot of her time.
It does.
But that's the thing about it, though, is the way she goes about it. She goes about it from a very caring and understanding point of view.
Yeah.
Because everything started with her because her mom passed away of cancer.
Yeah.
And that was her outlet. And people started like coming to her like, we understand.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going through this too, or I'm going through this, or I'm going through that. So there's that kind of kinship of the people that follow her.
Yeah.
It's just like, don't say nothing bad about her because her followers I can't say followers because if they hear me say that, they're going to
yeah, really.
They're friends.
Yeah.
She said, y'all are all my friends because we invite them into our house, not literally, but through the lens.
Absolutely.
So yes, there's great aspects to it. That kind of gives people an idea that they're not alone, because so many people that are grieving or going through hard times, they feel so alone.
Well, isn't that amazing though? With as much instant access as we have nowadays, how people can still be more closed off than ever before.
100%.
I mean, it's a wild thing.
And honestly, I think that's because families aren't close anymore.
I think that's a lot of it too.
Because, I mean, you can say one wrong thing to a family member, you can believe something different than another family member.
Oh, yeah.
And y'all don't ever talk again.
Yeah.
I absolutely hate that.
That's why I don't talk politics with family or friends. I don't. No. Because it's not worth it in the end. And it's not just politics. There's so many other things. But sometimes you'll find it's just something. I think it's even more than just that. Like, there's something weird in society happening to where some people just feel they have to disagree with you.
Yeah.
And some people feel very strongly that if you disagree with them, they have to come after you very menacingly.
Yeah.
And it's like, dude, why? Just their words.
Agree to disagree.
Yeah, and go on.
Right.
Go do your thing.
Yeah, that drives me absolutely crazy. Instead of finding what you have in common and build on that, they find what you have against each other. And just keep ripping each other apart like two cats fighting.
They do. It's amazing because I tell people this because when you're like a wrestler, for instance, and your persona is one thing,
right,
and then people equate you with the one thing,
right,
And which is really not true. It's a character, and then they don't know who you are.
Right.
But what gets me is the people. And so I expect certain things out of certain people.
Right.
Because they just see this.
Right.
But when it's your friends and people who supposedly know you, and they only take the negative thing they disagree with and rip apart friendships and the world. I mean, like, I don't care what your life is like. As far as how you live it, that's you, buddy.
Right. No, 100%.
I don't control you. You don't control me. I may not disagree with everything, which I guarantee you're not going to agree with everything I do. So why does that matter?
If we all agreed with everything, this place would be 100% boring.
Oh, yeah. We wouldn't be individuals, which is exactly what we are.
Absolutely.
I mean, even like as close as you and your wife are. Probably the best of friends, I would imagine. Been together this long, you just about have to be.
26 years. Yeah.
You probably still have your own individual things that drive you and that you like and do.
100%.
Even the thought processes.
Right. Me and my wife have actually sat and talked about that, about our differences and what things do we believe, we don't believe, you know, so on and so forth. Just casual conversation. But that's as far as it went.
Yeah.
We're not mad at each other. We're not you know.
Exactly.
I'm not even trying to. I don't even know the word I'm trying to figure out. Anyway, it's aggravating.
It does.
Because people will not. They can't have a civilized conversation because somebody's going to say something that they don't agree with, and they're going to storm off, and it's never going to be forgiven.
Yeah.
Even though there's nothing to forgive.
And they will take a whole relationship just for something silly.
Yeah.
Because they just mentally can't process it. You remember, so there was a thing way back in the day when people, you know, like I know growing up, when I hit 13, 14 years old, I was expected to carry a certain load around the house, expected to do things like, and now at 13 or 14, you might as well still be 7 or 8. It seems like we've regressed. The more that we've advanced as a society, we've kind of regressed in certain areas. And it's wild.
But at the same time, there's so much more mental illness.
Well, and that's what I was about to get to.
Yeah.
And I think that's a part of it.
Yeah.
Like, we look at mental illness today, and everybody's afraid to talk about it.
Yeah.
Like, you can't say, well, I understand because you've got some issues right here.
Right.
Well, now if you tell somebody they've got issues, maybe you need, or even ask them in the nicest way, maybe you should go talk to somebody. You're saying, and then all of a sudden you're the villain. For trying to help somebody.
It's the context that you put it in.
It
they're
is.
automatically defended.
That's it, every time.
They're automatically defensive.
Yeah.
It's like, I would just state the obvious there, buddy.
Yeah.
You know, people don't, and that's another thing. People don't take constructive criticism.
Oh, God, no.
At all.
No.
It's like if I showed, all right, well, this one's yours, by the way.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
That is yours.
I'm already digging this. I'm just letting y'all know. Take a look at that.
Like this right here.
Take a look at that
A
beauty.
spatula.
Oh, yeah.
All right, this is yours also. I've got quite a few of them, and there's going to be so many people. He did that wrong. He did that wrong, and I'll tell you why. It's because this shaft is not on the bottom.
I would never have known that was wrong. I'll be honest.
I don't know if it's wrong or not.
I wouldn't say it was
really
wrong.
Don't. I don't know if it's wrong or not.
I don't either. I mean, I don't know.
But that's what I'm saying. I made that. That's the way I wanted to make it. But yet I'm wrong. But I'm not, because that's the way I wanted to make it.
That's right. Look at that, guys. Look at that.
That's the way.
Dude, that's great.
I personally wanted to make it.
You know, the most things I treasure most in this world are things people make for themselves and give to me.
Because there's love in them.
It is. It's just something that I don't know. I mean, you can have all junk and stuff and all this other stuff, but things that I treasure the most truly are something that people create.
And I think you can actually feel the energy in it when you get it from somebody. You can feel them in it.
I think so too, because I know, like, you've touched this, you've worked on. There's some blood and some sweat in this in this work
there's
right
a few
here.
burns from that,
dude. No doubt.
Yeah.
So there's some of you in this thing, in this piece right here.
100%.
It's like this right here behind me. Buddy of mine who was a trainee of mine made this for me, and I absolutely love it. And that right there means more to me than any Rembrandt,
right?
No Picasso.
Correct.
No, that stuff doesn't mean anything to me. This right here means the world to me.
Because it was made for you.
Yes.
It was made with your
exactly
with you in mind is why that was made.
Exactly. I can see that back there. There we go.
You know, and that's kind of part of my process too. Is if I'm making something, the person that I'm making it for is back here, in the back of my mind. Because I'm seeing them when I give that to them, they're happy.
Oh, yeah.
It makes them happy. You can just see them light up because they've never gotten anything.
That's right. Oh, I'm going to pop an Angry Orchard here in a little while. I don't even drink that stuff.
Absolutely.
But I'm going to just so I can use my bottle opener.
Right.
Dude, I'm excited about it.
Yeah. And that's, like I said, I had you in mind when we talked in the store that day.
Yeah.
I'll make him something. Take it. So, like I said, I already got one spatula. I don't need 14 spatulas to cook hamburgers.
Yeah.
I've got them. So I wanted you to have that because I'm like, that fits you. That fits you.
That you are not wrong. That is 100% me.
Yeah. No, the shape and everything. That's what drew me to it. But the bottle opener, I just started going, and whatever it came out to be, and that's what it is.
That's a cool process, though.
But I had you in my mind.
Yeah.
Because I know you like stuff like that.
Oh, I love it. Dude, I'm so in love like that. So
but if I would have made that for somebody else, it wouldn't be that. It would be something different.
Oh, and and I love that too. That aspect of creation and creating something. Yeah. Creating something specific.
Right.
And that's something that, because I believe we become attuned to things, kind of like we're talking about with the energy that's in it. It just becomes a part of you. And I don't know where I put it at. I feel bad because I had it earlier. I have a rock that says grateful.
Right.
And all it is a rock that she found. Is our former mayor's wife, Liz Calicut. And I love Liz. And Liz is great. But it was just been over 10 years ago now. She gave me this rock. And all it says, she said, I was thinking of you.
Right.
And I painted the word grateful on it.
Nice.
Because I've known you for so long, and why she likes me, I don't even know.
You're a good guy.
No, maybe. Yeah, sometimes. Yeah, but I love Liz.
You can leave that persona outside. I know you better.
But she's a great human, right?
Right.
And she wrote grateful, and I'm like, and I keep it with me. And I have all these years on my desk. Because it means something. It means what somebody saw in me.
Right.
And that was grateful. And I've always been grateful for everything that I have, for having the life that I have.
Right.
Even when the life didn't turn out the way you wanted. That's kind of my next question for you. Could you have seen your life being this when you were young?
No. I didn't think about that.
Yeah.
I was too busy trying to figure out other stuff.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, I personally didn't have a great upbringing because I moved out of my mom's house when I was 13.
Yeah.
Moved in with my dad. Stayed with him for 2 years, and he gave me the boot because I couldn't find a job. So I've really been on my own since I was 15.
That's wild.
And there, between 15 and 21, there was a lot of stuff in there that I would really, really like to forget.
Yeah.
So, that being said, do I regret that? No. Because it allowed me to step back and look at the world from the outside and see how people treat each other. And I still have that ability today. That's why people don't see me out. Because I'm watching.
Yeah.
You're not treating this person right. You're not treating that person right.
Absolutely.
So I have that part of my life where I was alone. 100% alone.
Yeah.
Day, night. I didn't have anybody. I was 15 years old.
That's so wild.
It is, but I don't regret it because that made me the person I am today.
Yeah.
That made me the person that raised my son, who is United States Army soldier. He's in nursing school. He works a full-time job.
My boy's hitting it.
But that's the way I wanted him to have the things that I didn't have, and I always pushed him because I didn't have that personally. So ever since, I don't know, 19, 20, I started getting a thirst for knowledge on different areas, different aspects of life. Then I started going back into history, wondering how the people would react then to people now.
Yeah.
And there's so much disrespect going on now versus back in. Let's go back in time 100 years.
Yeah. Okay.
That's just 100 years.
And it was a total different world
100%.
In 1926 as opposed to 2026.
Correct. But we've gotten so far away from core values.
Oh yeah.
Like it used to be. Respect, honor, love. perish.
And isn't that a weird thing, though, that morality and values are looked at something bad these days?
Yes.
Because it really seems like it.
Yeah. It does. And that's that's when I get to that point, that's when I go out there and grab a hammer and I just start twisting.
Take it out there to...
Absolutely.
I do the same thing with lifting. Like, if I'm having I've got to go to the gym and just lift. I plug in my music and I just say, screw it.
Right.
I've got to do something else, because if not, there's another outlet that doesn't need to.
Oh, 100%. Because if that don't go to that hammer and that metal, it's going somewhere.
It is.
And if it goes to my wife, I'm not going to wake up.
Yeah, that's right.
That's the way it is.
That's it.
You know, if I'm aggravated or if I'm angry, or, and it's not very often that I'm that way. But
Yeah.
I've kind of come to an age where it's like, just relax.
Oh, yeah. Isn't it peaceful when you finally get there?
It is. It is. But when I'm getting those aggravating, that's when I'll say, all right, I'm going to fire up my forge. I'm not making nothing. I just need to beat on this piece of metal.
That's right.
And usually that very first hammer blow on that just scalding hot metal is the hardest and ugliest one I'll do that whole session. And once that happens, things start happening and it takes shape.
Yeah.
And it just, whatever comes
Your mind just kind of hits that flow state as you're working through it.
It's like a meditation.
Yeah, I can see that. I understand that.
But that's the same way with, like, me painting.
Yeah.
You know, I used to watch Bob Ross. Every night I would go to sleep to Bob Ross. Just because it was so soothing.
The way he talked was soothing.
But yeah, the way he talked. But if you really watch him, the brush strokes.
Oh, yeah. Because he painted like he talked.
It's very hypnotic.
It is.
Just the way he moves. And I would watch him. And I was able to paint like him. Not as good as him. Trust me. I don't mess up and put big trees in front of everything.
Yeah, really.
I don't do that. But I try to mimic that. And it's a meditation. And I seen why he did it and why he was so calm when he did it. Because it was just the movement. The flow of life.
Yeah.
Basically. Forging's the same way.
I just think that's interesting, dude.
It's just a little more abrupt.
Yeah. Oh, I imagine it is.
I got a small hammer.
Probably gratifying.
Right. Oh, it's very gratifying. Trust me. It's better on that anvil than out in the world.
Oh my God, I can imagine. So we got to talk about your mead.
Yeah. Okay.
We got to talk about this.
Yeah.
Because you brought this bottle in here.
Yeah.
It's been hard for me to keep my eyes off this bottle. Let me show you this. This is a beautiful thing.
I made that. There was 2 bottles in existence of that mead. My mom got one, and you got one.
Really?
I don't drink mead.
I've never drank mead before in my life.
Well, I take that back. I drink mead every once in a while.
Yeah.
Do not drink regular wine. But I have made it.
So what is the difference? Because a layman like me would not know.
Wine, your regular wines, like your Pinot, whatever you want to call them, they're made with grapes.
Gotcha.
That's honey.
Ooh.
That is made. That 1 gallon.
It's got that golden honey look to it.
Right.
As a matter of fact.
But I used peach preserves in there with it to just a little bit different flavor. And I added a little bit of, I think it was a half a Madagascar vanilla bean.
Yeah.
In the fermentation process. That's 2 years old. Dude, it's ready to go.
Oh, it's ready to be.
It's super sweet. Because I know you and Miss Jen said y'all like it sweet, and I'm like,
we do like it sweet.
For you. So that's why I wanted to surprise you with that. Now, I'm not gonna drink it. I'm a beer whiskey guy. If I want some, I'll go to my mom's house and pull it out of her refrigerator because she doesn't drink a lot of it because she can't have a lot of sugar.
Oh, I gotcha.
No, I back sweeten that with honey. So it still has that honey character.
Oh my goodness.
And this, if I'm gonna be honest with you, it's about a 13% wine. Most wines are around 9 or 10.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Got a little more kick to it.
You know, I found that wine tears me up quicker than whiskey does.
Because it's so easy to drink.
Mm-hmm. And I guess fruit processes, that sweetness process is faster.
No.
Than other things?
Not necessarily.
That's what I was told.
Not
that your fruit's processed faster. It's something in the fruit, not the fruit itself, but there's...
I mean, the only thing that I could figure that would be in the fruit that would do that would be the pectin. But other than that...
I don't know.
But that right there, dude, it's I like it. Personally, it's as weird as it sounds,
Yeah.
it's a sweet, savory dessert wine.
Oh my God.
It's got a savory flavor, but it's sweet at the same time. It's very odd. It's good.
Well, I can't wait.
Well, I'm ready to hear what you think about it, man.
I'm just
Really
gonna tell you.
But yeah, I've been making mead for 4 years, because it takes a year to mature.
Yeah.
I mean, once you make it, you put it in your closet for a year before it really fully matures.
Oh, geez.
So it's a fun process.
Yeah.
It teaches you patience, because
I'll bet.
you can drink it beforehand,
Yeah.
but you're not gonna be able to appreciate your work for at least a year after it's done.
So does that hold true with wine itself? Same difference there?
100%. And depending on what it's made out of. I mean, I say that, but you can... Different fruits mature and mellow at different rates. Like strawberry,
Yeah.
fermented strawberry to me is absolutely horrible. I don't care if it's 2 weeks old or 2 years old. It's absolutely horrible.
Gotcha.
Now peaches,
Oh,
pretty good.
just so good.
Right, and you can taste a little bit of the peach, just a little bit. But the peach preserves that I made it with had brown sugar in it with it too.
Ooh.
So it's a very complex flavor.
Yeah.
But
I'll get the side eye over here. Just.
well, I mean, if you want to try it, go ahead.
I think I should. I think if I don't try it, I would be insulting my guest who brought this to me
If you would like,
and who would really like to know what I think about this.
I really would, and I want your honest opinion. If it's so good, I want you to tell
So
me.
what needs to happen is I need to go get a glass, and I'll be right back, and then we'll continue with this interview. I'm gonna leave it running. Let me go grab a glass. Watch
Very
out,
good.
Sammy.
Very good.
Come on, fitness. That dog's as bad as I am. I'm assuming you're not drinking anything.
No sir, no sir, not
So-
right now. That's kind of something that me and my wife are about. If we're not around each other, we don't really partake.
That's good though. That's a good rule to have.
Yeah.
That's a good rule for a long-lasting relationship.
And my
period.
son, and my son made me promise when he was like 15 that I wouldn't drink and drive.
No, that's a good promise.
Because when he was in high school, one of his friends that was in high school got killed.
I made the same promise to my kids, and you've seen me around my kids.
Yeah.
Even when we were out with the revolvers and all that stuff, I wouldn't do a lot of drinking or anything back in the day.
Now, you know, if I won't be at, me and my wife are out having dinner, I'll have a beer with dinner. But I'm not going to overindulge. I'll have a beer. But usually it's low proof lager, 4.5%. I'm not going to just try to get a blue.
Gotcha.
Because I made a promise, and I plan on keeping my promise until the day I leave this earth. And that's kind of the way I'm with my wife. You know, like when she goes out of town, when she travels for work, you know, the whole company, they'll get together, they'll eat together, and she'll have a beer or two. But she's at the hotel right across the road from the restaurant.
Yeah, where she's gonna be at,
right,
though, right?
Right. She's where she's gonna be at.
Yeah.
And you know, I'll have a beer or two while she's gone, but I'm not gonna do more than that.
Yeah.
We have that pact that we're not gonna give each other a reason to doubt.
Which is important.
It's very important.
That dude.
It hasn't always been like that.
And it's not always easy position to attain.
No, it is
I
not.
have learned by failing so many times in that regard.
But that's the only way we were able to accomplish it.
Yeah.
We failed at it.
Well, yeah, and I think it's important. Like now, like I think I can do my relationships now are so much better
Mm-hmm. You've grown.
because I understand me a lot more.
That's 100% true. I mean, if you don't understand yourself, how the hell can you understand somebody
You
else?
can't, dude. You can't. But how many people won't take the effort to do that?
Well, they're
Right, to
scared.
learn who they are.
They're scared of what they're going to find out.
They are. They're terrified of it.
They're scared of what they're going to find out because this other person may think something bad about them.
Well, and just like, how many people do you know who've been through relationship after relationship after relationship, and all of those people were at fault? And you go, well, really? Well, what do they all have in common? Well, just you, buddy. you're the common denominator here.
100, you are the common denominator, 100%.
So,
But people won't take the time to get to know themselves.
yeah,
Even worse, they won't take time to get to know somebody else without intimacy being involved in it.
well, that's true. Like that has to be the other thing.
Correct.
Like they can't just naturally progress and let the relationship happen or whatever it's going to be. It doesn't have to be a relationship, but a friendship or whatever the cause is.
Just like a flower.
Yeah.
It's got to start, but it's got to bloom.
That's right.
If you rush it, it's going to die.
In a heartbeat. So how do I open this thing?
It's a swing top, so you pull those back. No.
Go ahead. You have to show me, buddy. There it is.
It's like an old German.
Oh, yeah.
Beer stein.
Okay, I love it. So I ain't pouring a lot of this.
No.
So I'm just going to try it. So we're just going to try
That'll be a good taste for you.
I think we'll be good there.
Yeah, just put the red in it.
So
and swing that back down.
Should I
just like that?
So should I refrigerate this now that it's been opened?
It's up to you. No.
So don't need to chill it unless you just want it chilled, really?
Got alcohol in it.
Oh, there you go.
I mean, some people like it cold. Some people like it
wow.
temperature. It's very complex. It's a very complex. And I didn't set out to make it taste like that. I didn't know it took me a year to figure out what it was going to taste like.
Well, we're about to try it. So, bottoms up. I'm probably just going to sip it. I ain't killing this thing.
Take a small sip. Let it sit on your tongue for a second. It's different.
My God.
As it rolls off your tongue into the back of your throat, it changes.
I have never in my life had a flavor like this when it comes to anything like alcohol related, period.
Okay, now I'm going to tell you something bad about that.
All right.
That is the only that's in existence. That was all there will ever be.
Really?
I'm not making any more.
I ain't letting nobody have it. I'm not letting anybody have it.
That's what I'm saying. I made that one time. I'm not making it again. I'm going to make something else. I've already got one agent.
Oh, that's a special.
Yeah.
That is going up somewhere. I appreciate that, Lee.
That's what I'm saying. It's one. Let's see. There's been 5 people try that in this whole entire world.
Wow.
You're the 5th.
So what was the consensus? Because the flavor profile of this.
Curiosity.
Like here, like when I initially smell it, it almost smells like a whiskey of some kind. Mm-hmm. Right when I first smell it. That's just what my sense is taking in at.
Because it's got a slight bit of brown sugar in it.
It does.
And vanilla.
But when you drink this thing, you can taste the honey. Mm-hmm. I get some of the peach in there. Mm-hmm. That is just good. Like, it's not bitter.
No.
Like, there is no bitterness to it. Like, this is freaking delicious.
It's made with wildflower honey.
Bro, you're a damn genius. This is great.
And you can do it. Anybody out there in TV world can do that.
Really?
Yeah.
I don't know if anybody can do it, buddy, because that is great. Thank you so much.
That's what I'm saying. But it took me a year to figure out what it was going to taste like.
Yeah.
Because that first bottle, I tasted it once every couple of months. At one time, that tastes like Worcestershire sauce.
Really?
But it had to age and mature.
And so that's the whole point of the aging process and getting it there?
Absolutely.
So how often do you check it throughout the aging process? I mean, when you pop it in there, cork it, and put it in, what do you do?
I just let it there, and when I think about it, I'll try it.
It just sets and...
Yeah, I'm not on that set schedule.
I love that,
it's
though.
It's just like if I'm in... Because I have it in my closet, in my bathroom, sitting there. I got all my stuff in there.
Yeah.
That's aging at this point. Because there's an air conditioner blowing on it. So I want it to be in a cool, dry place. To let it age.
Gotcha.
You don't want it to get real hot.
Yeah.
But that's when I think about it. I'll go in there. Because I got some other stuff in there that I'm aging. And I'll just pop the cap, taste it, put it back.
Because weren't a lot of those when they used to age it way back then? They had basement type of things where all their barrels went underground, right? So the earth could keep it cool.
Correct.
Because it's so cool down below.
Correct. And that's cellars.
Yeah, all your wine cellars.
I mean, they still have those. I mean, that's still a thing. You want it to be in a cool, dry place, and that's kind of optimal temperature would be around 65, I would guess.
Yeah.
In a cellar. I've personally never been in one because I don't have that kind of money.
Well, I swear to God, right?
But honestly, I started making mead because I love what it represents, the Vikings.
Yeah,
That's where it came from.
Yeah.
Because I've got, like I told you, I've got Irish, Scandinavian, and Sardinian ancestry. And the more I learned about it, and then I started watching the show Vikings, and I'm like,
yeah,
oh yeah,
See, mine is Scandinavian and Scottish. That's the two dominants I have in mine.
See, me and my wife was just kind of weird. We almost came from the same exact place.
Yeah.
The same exact place.
It's weird, too, I think. And there's a lot of, like, me and Howard have started hanging back out again a lot.
Nice.
Which pisses me off that we ever let the years get away from us.
Life happens.
But he tried to kill me the other night, which it shouldn't come as a shock to anybody.
No.
But him and his lovely wife brought over some stuff.
Well, he did lay down for you with a bat and a brick.
Well, yes.
So you may have deserved that.
There's that. That was his idea.
Yeah.
Let's put that out there. That was not.
Yeah. And
Yeah.
Angel was not happy.
No. But they brought over different kinds of alcohol for we have an unchained version of the show on Saturday night.
Okay.
We have cigars, we've got our alcohol, and things like that. And I like the different stuff. I don't want to do just things that everybody else does.
Right.
Well, they brought over, and they couldn't stay for the show, unfortunately, but he's like, look, we brought y'all something. Brought y'all some goodies. He pulls out this bottle of spicy pickle juice.
I was watching that.
You see that? So, boy, we have this spicy pickle juice, and I'm going to tell you, it's delicious.
I bet.
But it's got a spicy ass kick on the back end of it.
Because I have had the pickle vodka, the little small.
Yeah.
I've had those. I'm like, man, if you like pickle juice, you would like that. When I seen that, I was like, I want to give me some of that. Try it.
It's good.
Because I like pickles and I like spicy stuff. So
It's so good. But here's the cool thing about it. The first time I ever shot vodka, I shot vodka and pickle juice together. Mm-hmm. This tastes a lot like that, except that stuff burns in there.
Right. Okay.
Yeah. I'll see what I have left home with you. And then you let me know how that works out for you.
I will
You let me know.
Right. Absolutely.
So, because it is the truth.
Yeah.
There ain't no, I mean, it's good.
See, and that's something too that I've found myself like when you're younger, you just kind of bring whatever's available.
Oh yeah,
You know.
yeah.
But now that I've gotten older and the mindset that I have now, I have to make myself slow down.
Yes, yeah.
You were talking about cigars the other night on the podcast, and I was like, well, I can bring you some cigars. But the cigars that I would bring, you don't necessarily chew on.
Yeah.
That's the kind you want to sit down with 30, 45 minutes. Tune everything out and just be to yourself. It makes you slow down.
I like that. That's interesting.
But Origin to me is the same way.
Yeah.
It makes me slow down. It makes me breathe. Now, a good bourbon with a cigar, to me, you don't get any better. Because me and my wife will go out on our back porch and we'll light our fire pit. So we got a gas fire pit out there. And I'll have a glass of bourbon and a big Robusto cigar. And I'll sit back and I will sit there for 45 minutes and I won't know what's going on because I'm so far relaxed and deep into my own thought process. And people don't do that anymore. It's go, 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 go. It's like, slow down.
It is. You know, it's funny because I talked to Jen about this the other night. We were sitting here. I was like, all I really want in life now, and this is so weird because this was never me. I said, I just want my own little place out in the country. I said, it don't have to be a big place because what I really want is to be able to have my own little back porch area like I want to with my smokers.
Right.
Where I can grill. I want a nice little fire pit and where I can lay back in a chair, smoke a stogie, or chew on one and drink at my pace and just not think about anything else. Yeah. That's what I really want in life.
Because there's something very rewarding about sitting there not talking and listening to the birds.
Oh yeah. There's a peacefulness that you don't understand when you're young.
100%.
That just brings you, I mean, I don't know if it's because I'm closer to the grave now than removed from it, but it just feels like I crave that peace more than I used to before.
Yeah, but you also used to just go, 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 go.
All the time.
Because and every young person.
Oh, yeah. Well, I think that's part of being young.
Yeah, it is. And I think you have to do that. You have to get out there and sow those wild oats in order to appreciate solitude and quiet.
Yeah.
And I'm not saying solitude is being by yourself, but solitude here.
That's right. And I think it's part about failure, too, about failing. There's such a fear of failure. Yeah. And I was brought up where if you're not failing, you're not doing it right. Because you're not putting in the effort, right?
Learning.
Because and you will never learn if you don't fail.
Correct.
I mean, just doing something that's easy, and you never try to venture out to do something that you're not going to succeed or have a high chance of failing in. then you don't progress
right
like that. Not as a person.
Yeah.
You can't.
But it's the same way with this. I keep going back to forging because that's kind of my newest thing. I've been doing it for about 2 years. And like I said, I'm not great at it. I'm not an expert. I'm not a professional. But it gives me such inspiration to slow down.
Yeah.
I forgot where I was actually going with that.
No, I feel you.
People are entirely too busy. They're entirely too stuck on their self-image. They don't want to take the constructive criticism from other people.
Yep.
And they don't want to look themselves in the mirror because they're afraid of what they're going to find out about themselves, and they may not like themselves.
And that's very true.
Because it takes so much to improve yourself.
Yeah.
To be a very peaceful and relaxed person.
I talk to myself a lot.
You're supposed to.
I argue with myself a lot. I will, dude. I'm like, what do you?
Psychologists say if you talk to yourself, you're more prone to be more intelligent.
I would agree with that because I think if, I will know when I'm screwing up or I'm in a bad mood or I'll lash out, and I don't lash out like rah, but I will lash out through being sarcastic or just being an asshole or just being just ornery for no reason, and I know I'm doing it, and I'll go back and be like, you jackass, you know better than that stuff. You need to calm down.
Okay.
And stop.
For one, you're a man.
Yep.
I do it too.
Oh yeah.
And my wife, all she's gonna do is go.
Yeah.
I'm like, I'm sorry.
Yeah, and see, my Jen doesn't do that. And that's because of her background growing up, right? And I think also that's a thing for everybody too. Like, I mean, our circumstances growing up to initially forge how we're going to go, to use your term. But then it's also what we learn and which path we decide to take off of those experiences, right? And I have to see that and go, you know what? She came from a different thing, so the way she's taking me, maybe from a point that's in her past, is very triggering. And I hate the word trigger so much because it's so misused now.
But I understand what you're saying.
And that's the thing, and you have to think about those things.
Right.
And I tell my son that in his relationships and stuff, I'm like, dude, you're not going to like the same things. She's going to want to do things that you're just going to have to say, yes, dear, I got you.
Yeah.
Because she does the same thing to you.
Right. To say it's got to have that vice versa.
It does.
Too, though. It's give and take.
Jennifer follows me everywhere with wrestling.
Right.
I dare say she probably loves it more than I do at this point. Like, I can't retire because she still likes to watch me doing it, and I don't even know why because I can barely do it. But it doesn't matter.
Right.
If I'm going there, she's going there. That's what she wants to do. It's all support.
100%.
This podcasting, she doesn't even understand this world.
Right.
I just picked up my first big collaboration and got approved today.
Nice.
Which is very fitting, very cool.
Oh, yeah.
But that happened today.
That's awesome.
So, and for people who don't know, collaborations are a big deal.
100%.
Because people are paying you money to promote their product.
Correct.
And it goes back to what we were talking about with your wife still, about earning. Now, I only have like 16,500 subscribers on YouTube.
Right.
That's a big amount.
Absolutely.
It's taken me a year and a half to build that, right?
I've got a YouTube channel that it's like most of it's cooking.
Yeah.
But I do have me just kind of, and I had to take the music out of it because I was listening to music in the background, and you know.
Oh, they strike all. Oh, yeah, they'll nail you on that.
Yeah. But anyway, I've got I think it was like 620 subscribers.
Dude, you gotta give me your YouTube following.
My wife talked me into it. It wasn't even my idea.
Yeah. But it's a great idea.
It is, and there's been a lot of people reach out, well, what about this recipe or what about that recipe?
Yeah.
Because I'm making, when it comes to cooking, because we do a Sunday supper on her channel, and what I try to do is I try to take all these overly complicated things and make them simple. So I'm trying to get people back into cooking because people don't do that no more.
That's right.
I want to be able to make anything from scratch, and we'll get into that in here in just a second. But I want to make it so simple that anybody can do it, so they can have a home cooked meal, or they can invite people over, they can socialize in the kitchen. That's what I want for that to happen.
Yeah.
I want people to be able to start doing that, because the happiest place in a house is the kitchen.
Oh God, yeah, that's a fact. That is a fact.
Yeah. So I mean, that's why I keep doing it.
Yeah.
I made ribs. I made baby back ribs in my Instapot.
Oh, I bet that was good.
45 minutes. That's what it took.
That.
Anybody could do it.
Yeah.
You don't need a smoker. You just take and put your ribs in the Instapot. When they get done, pull them out, put them on a rack, make you up a glaze.
Yeah.
Put your oven on 500, stick them in there. I go every 3 minutes, I'll glaze my ribs. But on this last time, you ever had Korean barbecue?
No, never have.
Okay. They use an ingredient called gochujang, which is a fermented pepper paste. So I put some of that in there with peach nectar.
Ooh.
What else did I use? Peach nectar, butter, brown sugar. There was a couple other things. Anyway, it's on there. It shows exactly how I made it. But that glaze turned out so fantastic. It was like a fruity pepper.
Oh, wow.
But that was the first time, and I keep saying that in the video. This is the first time I've ever done this. And I don't measure anything.
Yeah.
I don't give you measurements. I was like, well, there's that, and there's that, and there's that.
That looks right.
Around about,
Let's go.
there's a tablespoon of this, a tablespoon of that.
Yeah.
That, to me, that's the way, when I watched my mom and my grandmother, my great-grandmother cook in the kitchen, that's the way they cooked. You know, it's just like, you ask my great-grandmother, how long is that going to take until it's done? Oh, when it's ready.
Yep. There you go.
So that's my answer for everything. It's done when it's done.
Yeah.
There shouldn't be a time schedule.
I would love to get to that point. But like, I've become a fan of smoking. I'm a fan of the art process of doing it. Mm-hmm. I really would like to get into wood smoking. One day, like, when we get to the new place, that's the goal, is to get into wood smoking. Because there is an art to wood smoking.
Call me.
And I want to know it. My brother-in-law does a lot of this stuff. He's got me into it. But he's in Louisiana, so I can't just go down there and...
I've got a vertical smoker that I've cooked hundreds of racks of ribs. I've cooked multiple briskets.
Yeah, I miss my vertical.
But it just takes time and patience.
Yes.
If you rush it, you know.
And that's the beautiful part about smoking too, because also I get a real high off just smelling that the sucker's out there working.
Yeah.
And the flavor that's coming off of it. Right. I like the long process. Mm-hmm. In this world of what we talked about earlier, instant gratification.
Right.
I love that, because when we pull that sucker off later,
100%.
And all that work that's gone into it, it's so good. Like, I've learned how to make cobblers on my smoker, right? I made a blackberry bourbon cobbler the other day. So
see, now you got me on that one.
That's so freaking good.
On my
so good. I'm making those cast iron skillets.
Oh, that's awesome.
And it's so good. It is so good.
I try to cook with only cast iron.
That's the way to do it.
I mean, it's better for you. You actually get iron in your diet when you cook on cast iron.
Did not realize that, actually.
Yes,
Did not know that.
It's actually a lot better for you than cooking on this non-stick stuff that's got like
all that chemical that comes off of it. Yeah.
If you could find you a good cast iron, dude, next time you go to Goodwill or even a place like that, look in their dishes, because I've found 3 cast iron skillets of mine that I still use today at Goodwill. Somebody got rid of.
I'll have to look at it, because I've got a couple that I use. Like I said, I do it for my cobblers, or if I'm doing potatoes on the smoker, I will cut up all those potatoes and put it in there a lot of times.
See, you can get it real hot. Take a pork chop, put it in there, or just however many can fit in there. Take them and sear them on this side. Put a lid on them, put them in your oven, let them slow cook in the oven.
Ooh, that's an
extremely
idea.
tender, extremely flavorful.
I know y'all getting hungry out there. 'Cause I'm getting hungry in here just talking about it.
Right, but that's kind of the same process that I take with everything else.
Yeah.
You know, you start from the beginning. All right. When I want to have Italian, all right, you could go to the store and buy it. No, I'm going to make my pasta. Because I want to know what it takes to make it.
Yeah.
What it took 50 years ago in Italy of the nanas in there making their own.
Oh, yeah.
I want to know that process. Look, like I got chill bumps.
I swear he really does.
But that's the way I feel about everything.
Yeah.
You know, I want to be able to. You want some pasta? Okay. I'll make the meatballs. I'll make the sauce. I'll make the pasta. I'm gonna make everything from scratch. I don't have to, but I love that process.
Yeah.
The process is every single bit as important as the taste.
I agree with you. There's something satisfying about it.
Yeah.
I just think that's the most satisfying experience. Like when I cook, I don't consider buying stuff from the store already pre-made cooking.
No.
You're just heating things together, and that's what you're doing. You're not really cooking. There's no baking or anything involved. You're just...
We had our granddaughters last weekend, and the oldest granddaughter, she loves waffles. And she woke up. She came. She said, "Papa, can we have waffles?" I said, "Absolutely." So I went into the kitchen. She followed me in there because she wants to crack the eggs in it. And I started pulling out all these different ingredients. She's like, "What are you making?" I said, "We're making waffles." It's like,
where's the box?
Where's the box? I'm like,
where's the box?
No, this. You got to remember, you're in Dad and Papa's house.
That's right.
We're gonna make them. And when she started eating them, she's like, "These are good." I'm like, "Yeah, they're a lot better, aren't they?"
Yeah.
Because there's no telling what's in that box.
And the flavor profile is popping.
100%.
I mean, that's the thing. We were talking about the other day. Like, my favorite thing is a Mexican Coke.
Okay.
As compared to a regular Coke.
I understand what you're saying.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
Because you got real sugar versus fructose corn syrup,
Correct.
which is in every freaking thing there is nowadays. And I've had people say, "Well, you really can't taste the difference." I'm like, "Except that you can." Like, when I tell a young person today, Twinkies today aren't the Twinkies from my childhood, buddy.
Absolutely.
They are not the same, not the same texture. They're definitely not the same flavor.
Cereal ain't the same either.
It's not. It's not. None of that is the same.
Right.
They're like, "Well, you're just getting over them." Like, no, what they take putting into it to make it last longer on the shelf,
Correct.
so they don't have to keep turning it over, is what's different.
Correct.
All that preservative and additive is what is different.
100%.
So I like to be able to make things where it's fresh and just make it.
Right. Right. It's like biscuits. You can have a canned biscuit, or you can have homemade biscuit.
That's right.
I'm gonna go homemade biscuits every
time.
Every Sunday morning, I wake up, I make me a pan of biscuits. My wife don't really do bread,
Yeah.
but I will make me a pan of biscuits because usually we've already had, leftovers from dinner, and we done gotten vegetables because I love tomato and biscuits. I don't know if you've ever had a slice of tomato on it.
No, I can't eat tomatoes. My taste buds just.
Well, I understand that, but see, I don't eat tomatoes on a sandwich, but I will eat a tomato sandwich.
That's wild, though, isn't it? That's a little strange.
That's how my brain works.
Yeah, it's like,
congratulations.
Well, we can
chaotic.
have that, but not that.
Right. Well, it's like a tomato sandwich. You can eat it really fast.
Yeah.
You don't get soggy. You put it on a sandwich and it screws everything up.
I can see that too, because it does.
Yeah.
It makes it mushy. That bread.
Right.
You know.
I eat it so fast with just like tomato bread, it don't really matter. But anyway, I usually do that every Sunday morning.
See, that's cool. Like, I want to make my own salsa. I've tried it a couple times. I've got a couple of jars in there that they're okay, but I didn't like how they turned out. And I taught Jen the idea the other day of getting my own little Just Ninja.
Mm-hmm.
So I can do a cup at a time or a serving at a time, a big jar at a time,
right,
and play without wanting to, because it will puree it at the same time.
Right.
I hate all those things individually. I can't eat. But you make them into a salsa, buddy, let's go.
I understand. But if you take your sauce, if you take all of your ingredients and you fire roast every single one of them, you're a whole different world.
I do want to fire roast them. I do want to do that.
I absolutely love fire roasted sauce.
I've never fire roasted anything. I'd like to do it.
When I make like birria tacos and stuff like that, usually like the tomatoes that I put in there and all the dried peppers, I'll roast them in a pan before I ever put them in.
I may have to do that. I may try that this weekend, as a matter of fact. I need to.
Yeah.
I definitely need to.
Yeah, anytime you fire roast something, just the flavor, because it breaks down the sugars.
Yeah.
In the fruit and the vegetables, and you just get another layer of flavor on top of the flavor that's already there.
Gotcha.
So cooking is all about layer.
Yeah.
It's like Asian food. I absolutely love cooking Asian food. My wife's, she's a fanatic when it comes to Asian food. So, if like I'm cooking General Tso's chicken or Sal's chicken, or you'll pronounce it, or like Mongolian beef, or making sushi or whatever.
Yeah.
It's everything is done from scratch, from the process. I make my own sauce. Everything.
Yeah.
If you take one ingredient, me personally, if you take one ingredient that's not from that world, it throws everything completely off.
No, that's true. I get that. Especially like when it comes to something like sushi.
100%.
Right.
I tried to make a hot dog and cheese sushi roll. It didn't turn out too good.
Oh,
but I was just curious.
Yeah. How would this work?
That curiosity killed the cat that night.
That's right. You're gonna make there's probably a lot of women who'll listen to this and go slap their husbands later. Stop using canned goods. That's not real pasta.
We don't buy canned goods. We cook fresh, at least one fresh vegetable every night.
Damn.
Well, I usually stop by the store almost every day.
Yeah.
And it's usually something that's going to go bad really quick, like onions. I just buy the big bag of onions.
Yeah.
Big bag of potatoes, but like carrots and bell pepper, avocados and stuff like that.
Oh yeah.
I'll get that fresh. Almost, if not every day, every other day. Just because that's the way we like to eat.
Yeah.
We like to eat fresh.
That's a smart way to do it, though. It's just so much better.
I say fresh, but you know just as well as I do, the vegetables that are grown today are worse for you than they were in the 70s.
Well, they are. My brother-in-law has his own garden now. He has a farm out in Louisiana, and they've got their own garden. And he did when he was younger, so now he's got one that he wanted to redo again. And, we talk about that all the time.
Right.
He went to I'm not probably supposed to talk about it, but I'm going to, because they ain't listening to this podcast. So he goes to a store down there close to where he lives. They're looking for local producers. They want them in their stores. Mm-hmm. And it's a name chain. And he took his stuff down there, and they were just blown away by how they looked and how they were. I'm like, why do they look the way they do? Because these aren't mass produced.
Right.
In some building somewhere, manufacturing building somewhere, where they supposedly say it's organic or farm raised or whatever. This is actually from a garden,
right,
where it's been properly fertilized and had everything done to it.
No pesticide.
No, this is an all natural. This is your food.
But see, and that's something that I find fascinating about myself is I don't eat stuff out of a garden.
Yeah.
Because I can't, like squash, zucchini, cucumbers.
Yeah.
Fresh cucumber, because of texture. I'm a texture person.
Oh, I am too.
So I have to really manipulate what I'm eating to make sure I can actually get it down my throat.
I'm sorry, I don't eat mushrooms for that reason.
Well, see, I love mushrooms. My wife hates them.
I can't.
They taste like dirt, and they just like chewing on a slot.
I am the same way with that.
Yeah, I get it.
I'm that way.
I get it.
But I'm that way with squash too, though. I hate squash and zucchini. I hate all of it.
Yeah, see, I can't, because it hits the back of my throat and wants to come back out.
That's what mine does. So I'm the same way with tomatoes. Like, I used to try to force myself to eat a tomato.
Right.
And tomatoes like, no, you need to eat me. And I'm like, no, I really don't need to eat you. I don't want you in my mouth.
Right.
Become ketchup, and you're good to go.
Right.
Become salsa.
That fruit smoothie.
Yeah, you're good.
Yeah.
But just as you are, I can't take you like that.
Yeah, I get that.
And it's weird that way.
Yeah.
The human body is so strange when it comes to stuff like that. So I got to ask you, we've been going for about a good hour.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, this is a long one.
Nice.
But I wanted to ask you here.
Yes.
So this is the thing I like to do, at least when I was doing my other shows back in the day on the radio. So I'm going to ask you some things, just kind of quick hitting points. You can answer however you want to. Okay. These are just fun things.
Okay.
Fun things to do. Just based on some of the things we're at now, because, and I'll pull these from some of the podcasts I've done. First of all, because you're a forger and you do all this stuff, let's talk about redneck engineering.
Okay.
What has been your experience of redneck engineering, and do you think that that's a real thing?
100%. Because I've done it. I've got a vise right now that has some redneck engineering on that I need to do. It involved a really big bolt and a drill.
There you go.
Back together. Yes. 100%.
All right. Aliens and UFOs. We've seen the release now. For years and years, that was brought up as a big stigma. You didn't talk about it, or you were a freak. But now we've got everybody talking about it. Senators and presidents and just leaders worldwide are coming out saying, well, we've kind of had this information too, so here you go. Right. Now you can take a look at it. It's not as big a fear as it nowadays. What do you think about that?
I think it's great that it's finally coming out. I'm glad that everybody stopped being so boastful that they thought we were the only thing in this vast universe.
Oh, 100%.
It's like, okay,
100%.
Finally somebody's admitting, okay, there's something else out there.
Yeah.
Have I seen them? No. But it's kind of like Bigfoot. Everybody needs a little mystery in their life.
They do. Mystery makes life fun.
Absolutely. So
interesting.
I think it's great that they came out with it, and I hope to see more.
Oh, I'm there too. They got like 40 more videos they're supposed to be posting soon that I'm really looking forward to see what these are. Right, they said have never been seen.
All right, there's another guy that you might be interested in. His name is Chris Ramsey. He's on YouTube.
Okay.
He's got a show called Area 52.
Ooh.
You gotta check him out.
I'm compelled now. That's all you had to say.
Well, but he has people come on that have knowledge of all this stuff.
Well, see, and that's what I like.
And he's not a kook. He's actually a magician.
Oh, wow.
So he He understands behind the curtain.
He understands what a lot of the misdirection is, and that's a good perspective to have on it too, especially if you're somebody from that kind of world. Like I'm a big Bob Lazar fan. You know, I mean, because
he had Bob Lazar on his show.
Did he?
Yes, he did.
Because when you listen to Bob Lazar, like there's a special on Amazon right now, S4, the Bob Lazar story. And Jen had never heard any of this, so she knows nothing about this. I've always been fascinated. She don't know anything.
Right.
I had her watch that with me the other night, and she's like, I believe him. I was like, because when you hear him talk, and it's easy to, I say easy. Most of the time it's easy to tell when people are bullshitting or they're really adding a lot of juice, right, to what they're saying.
And Bob Lazar is really one of the main reasons why I have always believed there was something else out there.
Yeah, me too.
From the 80s until now, the man has never changed his story.
Never. And it's the same story. It's not hyperbole. It's not you're getting a new version of the story.
Right. He gets asked the same questions over and over, and it's always the same answer. He's not making this up.
No, and when you see like the evidence, like they try to erase him, and then it's right there. And this is not somebody just saying, well, they tried to do. I mean, there's literal evidence of it.
Right. Right.
I mean, the reporter who actually interviewed him was on a local station, never intended to get involved in any of this.
Right.
And now he's involved in it.
Correct.
Just because of the lying about it.
And they ruined his life.
Yeah.
Because he came out and said something about
Absolutely.
it. That don't tell you something stinks.
It's wild. And I get the need for secrecy around, say, if we're developing new jets and new stealth stuff. I understand all that. Yeah. That's fine.
Yeah.
That's not a problem. But ruining people's lives over stuff like that is crazy.
100%.
But
that's all. It's all about power.
It's always been about power. It's like people say, well, I don't understand. And I don't know what your thoughts are on the whole COVID Rona thing. Mine have been well documented, but because my thing is like this. Every time I turn on a news broadcast, it's saying it's sponsored by Pfizer. And I'm not a big conspiracy nut, but I'm not stupid either. You know, big pharma, the money that's involved in pharmaceuticals, you look in there, in anybody's bathroom, anywhere, you're going to see pharmaceuticals somewhere of some kind.
100%.
The money is too big. And how does, and I think Bill Burr had a great comment on this one time, you're asking a man who makes $400,000 a year to keep billionaires in line.
Yeah.
Who control everything behind the scenes.
Correct. And
even the person with the best of intentions can end up being manipulated when they find out they can't make any progress.
100%.
And it's tough. It's either that or they wash out and you never hear from them again.
Right.
Right. There's only two options. You could choose my career, or I could choose my honesty and just leave it, right, and realize I'm never going to do anything.
Right. And that foraging.
Yeah.
Bring that back up. I'll never make money at it. I don't want to.
Yeah.
That's the problem. I put my heart and soul in that. Now, you put money involved in it, just like what you're talking about, Pfizer. You put money into it, they're going to get as much as they absolutely can, and they don't care who stands in the way.
Oh, no. 100%.
That's the difference between us and people that are up here.
That's right.
That have the money that can control everything.
Oh, yeah, yeah. I think that's one of the reasons why we don't see an actual cure for certain things that there ought to be one for.
100%.
Is because it's just, you can't. There's too much money involved. And then you see, like, these little pills that are this big. There's not $300 worth of cost in that little thing right there.
It takes probably 10 cents to make.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm
the cost is in what they can get out of people. Much like comic book collecting, right?
Right.
It's only worth what somebody's willing to pay for it.
Right. Exactly. That's why I collect rocks.
There you go.
I don't want to pay for them.
That's it. They're just like there.
Yeah.
There's, so there you go, and there it is.
Before as an alien thing,
yeah,
I think it's great.
I do too.
I want to see how far this is going to go, but I hope it really comes out to be 100% true and not just a ruse.
I hope it is true too. I really do hope it's true, because I would like to see some of these people who were labeled kooks. That's kind of being validated. Now, whether aliens are throughout the universe and they've got all this, or whether they're interdimensional, and that's how it works. I mean, who even knows, right?
Look,
but however it works out, I just kind of hope it's true, right, whichever way.
Right, right. I mean, I was watching a Bigfoot documentary before I came over here, and they were talking about how they've got case studies that they're now thinking that Bigfoot is interdimensional, because they've actually got a video of him running and then turning into the predator type thing and disappearing.
Oh, that'd be cool.
It's
That's wild.
It is wild. So anything we thought we knew, we probably have no clue.
I don't think we do. I mean, you think about the theory of relativity and then time and space, and now time is constant. It doesn't begin, end, or anything. It just is, and it all exists at the same time, which just you can't wrap your head around as a normal human being, right?
Quantum physics, quantum computing, they're trying to get that figured out, and
they can't. I don't think it's possible. That's why we can only theorize on what we believe it may be.
Right.
It's because there's no way of knowing. Like, the hardest part for the human, and it shuts so many people down, is they can't imagine a time when there was nothing.
Right.
Ever.
Right.
And then if there's nothing, then what is nothing?
Well, that goes back to...
And it's crazy.
How many times have this been reset?
Yeah, I mean, is this the first time or the 1,000th time?
Right. And did we come from that?
Yeah. And what do you think of deja vu? Is this the first time you made this journey through this life?
I think it's two dimensions or 2 times doing this.
I think so too. I think there's some overlapping.
100%.
Oh, Chad C over here.
Right.
Just happened to run across where Chad F was.
Right.
You know, those kinds of weird things, right?
I've seen that cat 27 times.
Yeah, like
wait a minute now. Yeah.
So it's just, but I think that's the beautiful thing about life. We don't know.
Right.
Like, we have no idea.
And that's what I was saying. I think everybody needs a little mystery in their life.
Yeah.
But they can't be scared of it.
No, I agree with you. They definitely, the fear is the worst part. I've seen so many people just afraid to try things.
You know what fear stands for?
What's that?
False evidence appearing real.
Ooh, I like that.
That is what fear is.
That is, it's the definition of it.
Nothing to fear except fear itself.
That's right.
But fear is false evidence appearing real because it hasn't happened.
No. And I think, we project so much that becomes fear. Like, we already were, like, you have a lot of people that will believe the worst. I'm guilty of doing it, especially in my youth. Mm-hmm. Like, I'm already afraid the worst is going to happen. And I projected that fear out there.
And the universe made it happen.
It just makes it happen. I'm a big believer in what you put out, you get back.
100%.
Like, I believe in that.
I'm still paying for stuff through karma that I did when I was a kid.
Oh, me too. Yeah.
Because and I say that because, like, if something bad happens and there's a specific something that went on the back of my mind when I did something, I'm like, okay, I'm paying for that.
Oh, yeah.
That's how I justify.
Well, I believe that way too, especially in how I treated women. And I don't say that from like a physical, but just mentally, like, we ain't getting along, and I'll be just an ass, like I'm the right one here, and that sort of mentality that so many people have.
It's ego.
Ego's so bad too, and it was so bad. Mine was running amok. But you learn that, dude, that's not what this is. You need to, you need to check yourself a little bit.
And one of the best things to keep your ego in check is to find something that will humble you.
Oh yeah. It's like you're doing all of this stuff. Like, when I first started writing, I've always wanted to be a writer.
And I actually meant to bring my book so you could sign it. I forgot.
Oh, dude, I will. But I was terrified of doing it. I was terrified of putting it out there.
Right.
There were some books I've done. I did one called Pooping Scared 12 years ago, and it still sells like crazy on Amazon. This little book about being scared to poop in public.
Right.
All it was. I wrote it as a joke just to see if I could publish a book in a week from start to finish.
Right.
Novel idea on the spot. We timed it. It was 7 days.
That's awesome.
From thought to publish. But when it comes to, like, I take this writing seriously. That was a joke to me.
Right.
This took me this one took me 14 years to write because I was so scared to finish it.
I understand.
Didn't know if I could. And then when it was finished, I was scared to put it out there. So I'm like, what if this sucker really sucks? And this is just last year that this book came out. And then I was like, you know what? It's like everything else in your life. Treat it the same way. You put it out there, and if it does, it does. Absolutely. But you did it.
Right.
You wrote it.
You never know until you try.
Yeah. And there's going to be some people who truly are probably not going to like it. But there might be some who do. But you've done it.
But that's the way it's supposed to be.
Yeah,
not
exactly.
Everybody's going to like it.
No. And you have to be okay with that.
Right.
You have to be okay
it's like,
with that.
I love watching shows about building cars.
Yeah.
Or people forging. My wife, no.
She's like, I'm going to sleep.
She is like, I'm not watching this anymore.
Yeah.
She'll get on her phone, and like I said, she's a content creator, so she's doing her thing. But when I walk in the house, she's watching something I absolutely cannot stand. That's like murder mysteries.
Yeah.
I'm like, okay,
so I'm going over here and doing my other thing.
I'm going back out to my shop.
Yeah.
But that's the way it's supposed to be.
I agree with you. 100%.
And that kind of gets back to perfections and imperfections.
Yeah.
People's imperfections are what makes them perfect.
I agree with that 100%.
But there is no such thing as perfection.
No.
Because if you strive for perfection, you set yourself up for failure.
Always. I always believe you just
strive for excellence.
Yes.
Perfection.
That's right. Because that is two totally different things.
Right.
Because you can always achieve a form of excellence, whether it's your personal excellence,
right,
or even a higher standard in pushing yourself to a place you didn't think you could go.
100%.
Because excellence, it always gives you something to chase.
Yes.
Because just when you thought you're at it, you realize there's so much more I can do and go. And you kind of then push excellence to be almost better than you.
And then something else happens.
Yeah.
And something else happens. Like that right there, your book. To you, that book's perfect, correct?
Well, I would say, I understand what you're saying.
No.
But
it's perfect.
It is perfect for me.
Okay.
100%.
But there's imperfections.
But I know there are so many flaws in that book right there.
So that is what you call imperfectly perfect.
Yes. Agreed.
That is 100%.
Yeah.
And everybody has that in them.
Yeah.
Everybody is imperfectly perfect. You just have to find that person that you're perfect for.
Yeah, and I think that's the thing too. That goes for relationships.
Oh, 100%.
Everything that you do, I think we're part of that. So, no, I agree with that 100%. So, what would you tell people who are afraid? They want to do things like your forge. We talked about the forging. We talked about this delicious gold right here that y'all are not getting. And we talked about all these things, relationships, whatever.
Right.
What is the biggest piece of advice you could give somebody?
Don't wait for it to happen. That's physical.
Yeah.
Don't be afraid to mess up, because it's going to happen. Anytime you mess up, you got to learn from it. Don't be afraid, because like I said, fear is false evidence appearing real. You don't know if you can do it or not, because you never know. Because if you try it and you don't like it, well, at least you can say I tried.
That's right.
Don't be afraid to fail, because failure is the biggest part of success.
There you go.
I mean, it truly is.
Yeah.
It's the biggest part of success. Like the man in the Ford Escort, paints houses for a living. He failed 100 times. That 101st time, he finally got that multi-million-dollar house where it set him on his way.
And yeah. And you never know what that's going to be, but you'll always know it'll never be if you don't try.
Correct. Always try.
I mean, you got to put in effort.
Because if something happened to me tomorrow, everything that I've accomplished in my life, that's enough.
Yeah.
Because I tried. Now tomorrow, I may get a new idea. Guess what? I'm going to try it. Now, I'm going to research it.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
But I'm going to try it, because I've got to know.
Absolutely.
I've got to know. So go for it.
So how can people find you, follow your wife's TikTok, helping that grow? If you want some great content, you ought to check it out.
Yeah. Well,
it's very well done.
My wife is on all platforms.
Yes.
It's I think on TikTok it's at jen.sally. On Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, I do believe is Jen Sally Official.
Mm-hmm.
You can find her and you can see my stupid face over there with her every once in a while. But yeah, definitely check her out. She is the reason why I am the man I am today.
There you go.
She has helped mold me into that man.
Yeah.
My YouTube channel, which is, for lack of a better term, not great. It's called Doing It with Lee. All one word.
Okay.
Doing It with Lee. And that's this stuff like cooking and a little bit of foraging stuff on there, and I do a little bit of talking, and I'm probably going to wind up getting back into it.
I would hope so.
Because I would like to be able to paint a picture with the camera in front of me.
Oh yeah.
But I just don't know how well that will go over. See, that's my problem as a creator.
Yeah.
I can create. I'm great at
creating. No doubt.
But I create stuff for me and particular people.
Yeah.
I can't create for, like, I can't replicate that.
Yeah.
I can't.
Well, I think that's the beautiful thing about content creation is that, especially with the ability to just set up your phone, use it as a camera and just go.
Yeah.
You're saying, all right, guys, I don't know what we're creating today, but hell, let's find out. And then you just go.
And I've gotten positive feedback from all of it. But
I'm sure.
I just don't have that. It's not what I do.
Yeah.
I learn by doing.
Yeah.
With these.
Oh, absolutely.
If I can't take my hands and create something, I can't create. Because my hands.
Oh, yeah.
I'm watching my hands create something. There's a disconnect there. They're doing what they're supposed to do. I'm just witnessing.
Yeah, but I would bet you there are tons of people out there just like that.
Oh, I'm sure.
Like they do whatever their thing is.
But they probably think they're crazy.
Well, they probably do.
But they're not.
No, that's just how they're focused in on what they're doing.
And they may not realize they're doing it. So
very possible.
So this right here might kickstart that thought of when somebody's crocheting or cutting wood or doing something. It's like they're just going through the motions. At the same time, they're got something else going on here. They're going to realize that I don't even remember doing that.
Dude, I've seen guys crochet and knit, and then all of a sudden you have all the supposedly tough guys who we know are just keyboard warriors talk shit about them.
Mad.
Like, dude, you can't do it. Why are you talking shit when something you can't do?
Right.
I mean, it's a skill.
100%.
I mean, that's not easy. My mom used to do it.
My fingers in a knot if I.
Oh yeah, I would totally mess up.
That's why I hold hammers.
That's why I love talking to people, because I just think people are fascinating.
Yeah, no.
I think what we do in our process, like being here today, like this is a far longer interview than I expected it to go.
Right.
So I have to figure out how to make this work for the show tomorrow.
Hey, I get it.
But at the same time, I love that, and I could chop this interview up, but I'm not going to. So tomorrow will be the longest regular daily show I have, because I want it in its entirety.
Yeah.
Because I think that's important.
Oh, 100%.
I think people, like, even when I walked up to go get the glass and get ready to open all this, I was thinking, well, I could cut it. My editing mind already goes, well, I know where I could cut, I can do this, but I'm not going to.
Yeah.
I'm going to leave the whole process exactly as it is, because I think the problem now is we don't have transparency.
Oh, 100%.
We only put on our best face and everything else.
Right.
And I don't really give a shit. So,
no, I get it.
I
get it.
I like people just seeing who people are.
Right.
And like, this shit is good.
I'm really glad you do like it. I really am. Like I said, it's a dessert wine.
It is.
If you have a meal that just makes you full and you sit back with a glass of that, just sip on it.
This would make me happy afterwards so much.
Oh, 100%.
Dude, I would chill out to this right here. And because I'm already have plans knowing that this will be with me for a long time.
100%.
Like, this is not one of those bottles where you just pour it on up and say, all right, well, that lasted 5 days. I mean, this is one of those.
That will never exist again.
If you want a taste of this, it's very little in a shot glass.
Right.
It ain't even a full shot glass at that.
Right.
And enjoy what little you're about to get.
Right.
Because there ain't going to be much of it.
But I wanted that to inspire you to possibly even do it yourself.
Well, so it's funny you say that. Because I believe when we talked, I had gotten into all these things about what, like, hat making interests me. Right. I want to be able to do it because I watch Blade Hats, and there's another one. Oh, I forget his name, rolled off, that I follow on Facebook. He's so good. But I want to learn how to do stuff like that. And eventually one day I will get the time to sit back and be able to do this, because people are like, being a content creator, and your wife probably knows this, is that, especially because I have 2 different ones. I'm about to start working on my brother-in-law's and help him with one. Okay. So I'm already editing 10 to 16 hours a day.
Right.
Very little time. But I would love to learn how to make this stuff, then be able to set it and forget it and let it do its thing.
Right.
And then revisit that. Because this is always fascinating what to do. And now after tasting this, I really do want to learn how to do this.
You can do it.
So
if an idiot like me can do it, you can do it.
I really do want to learn how to do it because I love the bottle choice, by the way.
You like that?
I do love that. It's pretty good bottle choice.
I can turn you on to a YouTube channel.
Right.
And you will become addicted to it. And it's a husband and wife.
Cool.
And that's all they do.
You know, I saw one with a husband and wife.
The guy wearing glasses, woman wearing glasses. Yeah.
I think so. They're an older couple. But they have all kinds of stuff that they do.
It's called City Stead Brewing.
That might be the one. I don't know. But I know there's one with a couple on there.
Meads. They make meads. They make wines. They make mellow males. Every once in a while they make beer. But they show you step by step how you do it.
That's interesting.
And they take you through the whole process. They take you from the raw ingredients.
Yeah.
To put it in your fermenter.
I think that's the same people.
Probably is.
Because I watched a few of their videos.
I watch them every Saturday morning, and I know how to do this.
Yeah.
I still watch them, but they give.
Because I've seen how they ferment and what they do and how they add their ingredients. And I'm like, I would have to buy some things, but still, that looks like something I would do.
Yeah, but anything you can buy everything from your local.
Oh, that's what I mean. But I'm like, that should be all easy to get.
Oh, 100%.
Because they lay it out for you.
Yeah.
And they tell you what you need on everything.
Mm-hmm. They even show you how to read the hydrometers.
Yeah. Well, so I'm like, I don't know what that is, but now that I see it, I bet I got to learn it.
Right. Well, if you start watching them and you want to do that, call me.
I will.
I'll be more than glad to come up and me and you can set up.
After drinking this.
Now remember, I'm 2 years old.
Well, so I've had some ideas about my own stuff because I want to make my own branding stuff, especially to go with the FAFO podcast. Now, this is not something I could really, I could brand it, but do it for a long period of time, right? This is more of a future brand product, and a very one of those that's exclusive.
Now, brandies is actually fermented fruit that has been distilled. You can't legally distill.
Oh, I got you.
So that's a
different monster.
That's a way different monster that you might.
Yeah, I have no interest in going to jail. But if I can make something like this,
because that's 5 years in prison, $500,000 fine.
Yeah, screw that. I don't need all that.
Exactly.
But I would love to make this.
Yeah, that's 100% legal to make.
I mean, because that is incredible.
I mean, and even beer, craft beer, you can legally make it. You know, I think it's 200 gallons a year.
Oh God, it's a good thing I don't like drinking beer.
Why would you want to do that?
Yeah.
But anyway.
Cool.
That's we can set you up. We can do it.
All right.
It is all good.
That sounds good to me, Lee. I appreciate you coming on the podcast today. Thanks for being the very first guest here on the Fuck Around and Find Out podcast.
Hey, I hope I was good enough to be the first.
No, it was awesome because I learned so much, and I like talking to people who I learn from because I think there's just so much to learn, and you made a ton of points, and hopefully our audience will get stuff out of this.
Right.
Because, of course, I'm going to want to have you back because we haven't gotten into a lot of the stuff that we can just sit around and BS and talk about.
Now, I tell you, if you're the people that watch this, if they have questions, put them in the comments. And when I come back, we can go over that.
We absolutely can.
And that'll bring up more points. And, open communication is the best form.
I think it is. I think that's the way you learn. I think that's the way you pass on knowledge, and knowledge is gained.
Oh, 100.
And not only that, but it's always entertaining to see what people come up with.
Yes, it is.
Especially when they just want to know different stuff.
Correct.
Because I would love to talk mythologies and things like that because there's so many. And I'm so fascinated by mythology and history. And you already mentioned it a few times here that you are too.
Right.
So I'll have you back for sure. But this is a great one to jumpstart it. I hope you guys enjoyed the interview out there. We will be back for more. Thank you for tuning in to the Fuck Around and Find. Jeez, what show we doing? What show? That show, the Fuck Around and Find Out podcast. You see, I do that often. Look, we're talking about facts, truth, no BS.
Right.
We'll see you guys next time. Thank you.
Have a tank of gas. Does he boots on the wood, let the whiskey pass?